bit of an extended intermission, folks, but we are back here on the PCL. We've got a second set of our Valorant doubleheader to get underway. Obviously, the first series, whoo-wee, that was a quick one. Harrisburg taking it down. Syracuse's academy/sister team, 13-zip, 26 rounds, 26 wins, and about 18 minutes of gameplay, it felt like, through the entire first two maps. But now we get a much more even matchup, at least on paper. We get UCF coming in, I believe, 2-1, and we've got Baker undefeated on the season, if my memory is intact. So should be at least a closer series on. I mean, it can't be worse, so it's got to be closer.
It can't be. I said that before. It cannot be worse, unless it can be even. It can be even. However, I'm expecting a lot more out of this match than the first one. So we're going to go head over to the roster screen here. We're going to see on the side of Baker College, we're going to have Durango, Helix.
That'll be Hijinks in the game. There's a J missing in there.
Hijinks. So second player is going to be Hijinks. Third player, Demon. And then Ladder Moves. And then Revenge.
And for the side of the UCF Knights, it's going to be Chef, Frostus, Rob K, Squirmore, sounds like a Pokemon almost, I guess fitting with Pokemon Presents tomorrow. And then Cookies and Tea, honestly, can't go wrong with that. You've got a chef, you've got cookies and tea, we've got an entire dinner party on the UCF side. Let's take a quick look at the maps the players are ready. There was some server selection shenanigans going on before, but I think everybody is on level playing field now. And you can see the maps. It's going to be Bind, Abyss, and then Pearl, which I haven't really casted that much since, Pearl was essentially every map 2, every map 3, when Harbor and Viper were, quite frankly, ruining the game. We will see if we get to a map 3, which I think is likely in this series. I will be interested to see if it is Astra, Harbor, Viper on Pearl, like we have seen time and time again. Baker, I know as well. I would say, at least on paper, coming in as the slight favorites. 3/5 of their roster is intact from last semester, which we talked about Harrisburg playing together and that helping a lot. Baker kind of in the same boat where these players, they know each other and they've played together quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely. We are going to have an interesting match here. Maybe we get a little bit of cooking in the kitchen from UCF here with the chef and...
No, the in-game's different. Cookies and tea was taken away from us.
I was getting so hungry.
These players and their name changes, man. They be cooking me on cooldown. It is going to be a double duelist hover and potentially a triple duelist lock-in for the side of Baker. Reyna on Bind, certainly. I mean, you talked about wanting to see the Reyna. It very feast or famine. It was definitely Giga OP for a little while after she got buffed, but that was a while ago. I think this Waylay is going to get locked in. So yeah, we're going to run triple duelist attack on Bind, and honestly...
Clove is basically a duelist.
Clove is a pseudo-duelist. It's a duelist that has smokes in the back pocket. You obviously get the second life as well. So, listen, Baker's team is go, go, go. There is no other way to spin it. They're starting on the attack on Bind, which could be very, very explosive. And they've got every duelist under the sun to just take fights.
Yeah, definitely here. So, we had Bind from the previous match. That was one-sided out the wazoo. So, we do have this second match of Bind. Baker College versus UCF. What do you expect out of here?
I'm going to say 13-9 Baker. The triple duelist, I think, will get them the lead on offense, but Bind can be very defensive-sided depending on how you want to kit up. UCF obviously drafting for a more defensive-sided comp. You got the Sky, the Viper, the Chamber, and the Brimstone, so they are playing zone control, lock you out, cut off information vision, cut off everything, every little bit of info you could possibly give to a squad mate. 5 seconds to the first round, the pistol getting underway. And Baker, again, expecting a very close series. I'm certainly wouldn't be surprised to see a third map. Just off what I saw in Baker, I think they finished 5th place in PCL last semester, only losing to literally some of the big dogs, former champions, a lot of T2 players. Yeah, like T2 players / CVL champs winners, but Natus is going to grab first kill of the series.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate there. We on the other side, we had a little bit of long action there. We saw that Chamber and the Viper were... Actually, sorry. Where was this pick? I didn't...
They died in front of A site mid. The X has now disappeared. Yeah, I think they died walk up A, and... All right.
Spike down.
Yeah, we do see the Chamber does get a pick on the Durango here. So that's going to be the defenders having a little bit... more than a little bit advantage. It's going to be a 5v3 here. Maybe they peek through the smoke here, and we'll see what happens.
Got a lone Deadlock on the A site, which I guess I should say Deadlock is not very commonly picked. It can certainly be an interesting choice, especially playing attack on Bind, but hey, It is absolutely one of the most annoying agents in the game to deal with. Oh, no, Ladder. Getting 180'd and put on a poster by Seth. Now you've got the paint shells. Kobe, Demon able to take down Seth. But it is a 1v5, now a 1v4. So, listen, Demon, I'm all for it. But you've got a lot of work to do, my friend.
This is where Demon 1 got his name from. The original. But, unfortunately, gets shut down by the Chamber. So, it's going to be a 1-0 for UCF here in the pistol round on their way. And it's going to be a little bit of we're going to have a little bit of a force here. We see 2 shotguns on the side of Baker. We're going to see the Rays with the... Never mind. He did have a shorty for a second. Some doubles satchel action. But we don't see the Bucky on the side of their Hajinx with the Waylay.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Huso in the previous series with the Waylay. For anyone that's been living under a rock, this character's got about 17 dashes and a recall, similar to Tracer in Overwatch, if anyone is not as familiar. But Chamber has a headhunter. Everybody knows this. We all hate it, especially if you fall victim to it. This is one of the most power positions in all of Bind, though, with Judge on top of the box and mail. But there's the Waylay trying to go over the top. It is going to be UCF scooping up a few more kills off the heady. A little hop, skip, and a jump. Natus has found another one. And the slightly better weapons have proved to be very fruitful for the UCF Knights as Baker down to a lone duelist in Drago, and I fear your time is up. Hold on.
Ooh, what a shot. Jesus miss and got shut down there. It's the first time in 27 rounds of Valorant, that's the first time I've seen a Waylay get shut down. So...
I think Huso was like 11-0 on the second map at some point too, so yeah. Honestly, yeah, this is double the kills we saw in the Waylay through 15 rounds, basically, the last 2 maps. But hey, listen, the Waylay, it's very good at getting in. If you don't have the recall, you can just die. Huso was just hitting every single shot, and so was the rest of the team, so it looked a lot better.
Yeah, a little bit of an underdog performance here so far. UCF 2 rounds up. Only 2 deaths on their board, so they're looking very promising right now. We see a Sky Flash coming out of the long here. Might see a pick here. The Chamber is on the other side of the map, so won't have this opportunity to get a shot TP. We're going to see this Viper in this corner. Finds one. Very low. Demon getting the kill there is very low. But on the side of the Squirmore, what did you say?
Squirmer, yeah.
Squirmer, yeah. Squirmer is going to get very low here, but shuts down the Waylay.
Ladder moves, looking to maybe make a move through a back mid through a short, but Asura and the rest of the crew, they're playing defense. They've got no reason to go in, and this is kind of the thing I said about the Baker comp is that you do have a lot of go buttons, but they don't really have good util for actually taking control of a site. You've got the Reyna Lear, Waylay is Waylay, you're strictly playing for yourself and to make people confused. They only have the Clove Smokes as well, so they don't really have that much zone control if they are able to take space on the map. They are really relying on winning a lot of duels, and so far, UCF, I mean, they are up to the challenge and then some, as 30 seconds left in the round, and UCF is just reading this perfectly. They've got players, they've got space and time, and Baker has got to go.
They're back where they lost 2 previously, seeing if they make something happen. This Clove and this Raze, seeing what they could happen. They break something. I don't know what they broke. They break the Dreamer Trip. The Demon getting shut down by Squirmer. Squirmer in the corner. Little ping pong here because Seth finds one for the second kill. Misses. We're gonna see ladder moves. Gets the kill onto Seth, but gets shut down by the Chamber. We're gonna see 3 rounds up. That was their bonus.
That was.
So they are up in money. They are up in rounds, and they're looking very, very strong here.
I guess silver lining, if you could even more of a bronze lining at that, Baker. Because you are on the full loss bonus, now you get to at least have a little bit of money to play around with, but Drago is going to have to suffer just a little bit. The rest of the crew not actually able to buy the rifles, but they don't really want to lose a 4th round in a row. So, okay, I was going to say, I feel like we do just call for the save here, go for a half buy. I don't really think we should risk all of our cash on 2 rifles, but they will eventually opt into the more financially responsible decision. Forget being responsible. How about Asura just goes and finds kills and takes matters into their own hands? Baker already going to be down a player, but Demon's going double blast packing with the Bucky. And now the Showstopper's already online, but you are getting stopped in your tracks, Demon. Seth finds the shutdown, and UCF able to hold serve for now.
Yeah, that was an amazing performance from Demon. He finds 2. It is even here. Even with the weak guns, it's 3v3 here for both sides. Seth walking up with this Vandal here, trying to find a pick. You see there is One in this U-Haul, and one is outside looking for this.
Oh, revenge.
Revenge. Getting shut down by Seth. Still has this Phantom in hand. Hey, Jinx.
Yeah.
He did see his gun.
You have a shotgun. Yeah, that's why he backed him. You come see me over here. I'm not about to walk up and give you anything in lamps. I mean, that is one of the most dangerous locations in Valorant with a shotgun, let alone even just this map. So,
He does have bombs.
UCF.
Does have bombs. He's just gonna plant.
Yeah, honestly, I like that they're just going to go for the plant over on B instead. Get the plant down, try to play around it. I think that's the best option they've got under their belt. It's better than they have been the last few rounds. So, 3v2, Drago with the Sheriff in hand. That regen armor obviously all fully topped up. But they will have to survive a rather large push coming through back hall, and Drago, you better be ready to lock something down. The snake bite, the Bucky's ready to go. The headshots are going to be found. And why not, Baker? What a way to take your first round of the game. The Bucky's and the Sheriff's getting every single kill for you.
Yeah, what a way to get that round with that Rifty. That Bucky did a lot of work with them. It actually got, what, it got 3 out of the 4 kills that round?
Yeah, at least 3.
That was very, very impressive. So, we're going to have a full buy coming out from Baker here. And almost a full buy from UCF. We're going to have 2 light shields. But light shields are still very, very good here. Do we see some early fighting here, perhaps?
Possibly up in hookah here if Baker wants to actually hit the go button. Natus will be lucky to walk away with 1, depending if they use any util. They're just going to dry swing it. No util needed. The Lear comes in after the fact. Hijinks gets information on the player near tree. They're able to recall back to safety. That is not a safe TP, my friend. Frost is finding out the hard way that Baker has invaded the B site, taken full control. But Squirmer in the back hall. However, beautiful thing about Clove, you get that second life. The Boombot is able to find a little bit of chip damage onto Squirmer. Drago able to TP back to safety. The flash gets turned from Demon. And Baker working A hall or B hall so well. And the Waylay not able to find anything at the end, and Baker grabs another.
Yeah, he was dashing around there for his one, all the way up and all the way down. Crashing and burning. Fortunate there. So, yeah, with the weaker buy, they do unfortunately lose that. So, Demon doing very well so far. Did you see what happened with that his ult or no?
When he used the ulti after the 2 Bucky kills last round, he popped the ult into smoke, tried to jump shot somebody, and got lasered with a shotgun.
I see.
Immediately.
All right. Well, we do. Baker still does have a full buy here. Let's see what they could do here. They are on a.
Oh!
What a shot! What a shot out of ladder moves here. Does find the pick onto the Chamber ultimate. This is a Waylay keeping back. Draco finds one onto the Viper. Gonna have a 2v4 here.
Draco got another one in the smoke. What? No!
And he's gonna walk up and get this kill too. Draco finding 3 on the site here. We're gonna see this deadlock. Maybe find this kill into the sky here. This guy's lurking all the way in there, the opposite spot.
Yeah, this is a... Okay, it's not a save because of the Sheriff, but this guy is going to go try to steal a weapon from mid. Unfortunately, it is being guarded very heavily by the raised deadlock duo of Demon and then Drago even rotating over toward ladder as well. So they may not know that Squirmer is on the flank, but now they've got a pretty good inkling that something's amiss in the back line. The paint shells go over the top. One more shot for the road for the side of Demon. The blast pack goes in and Squirmer goes down. And Baker is picking up 3 in a row. Looking more like the Baker I expected to see out of the gates.
Yeah, definitely. We cannot count it out to luck, though. So, yeah, it's going to be 3-3 here. Baker with the full buy. See, UCF trying to squeeze out every bit of money they have here for this buy. Still a little bit that they have, but we're gonna have back to 2 full buys here.
Yeah, that loss bonus fully kicked in for the side of UCF after a very fast 3 rounds. And I was talking about the Baker comp. It's either one of these comps where you just steamroll every single player because Drago is just piecing, or you run on, have no util to play off of each other. If UCF plays a little bit passive, the Empress will be unleashed for Drago. Definitely looking to get active with that ultimate. Of course, it is strictly mate for duels. As Hijinks and crew look to get some information through hookah, the smoke will fall, and they will retreat to the A site as they see to gather what exactly is looking optimal. But with the Asura getting taken down on B, probably not looking that bad. The Seekers are going to get invested as well out of UCF. Yep, time to go.
Yeah, definitely here. Draco's going to be left. Actually, Draco finds a pick out the Viper on the other side. We're going to see the Brim ultimate come out too. trying to deny this plant. 1 minute remaining on the clock. We have a 2v4, a 2v3 here. Seth in the heaven, trying to find a pick here to turn this round. He does commit the ultimate, so he won't have that anymore. But ladder moves trying to pick on the score more here. It's gonna be a 1v3 here on the side of UCF.
Listen, the deadlock might not have a lot of skirmish util, but when it is post-plant time, there is no better agent in the game because you are forced to give away your location to shoot out the web net. Seth will have a rifle. It will be time to call for the save. And Baker, after a slow and shaky start where UCF was firing away, they shut down the tour de force in the early round, get a massive cooldown offline, and they're able to grab their 4th round. We are going to hear the TP, but Seth, the only one, is going to be off to the right, just about to stamp over from a hookah. It looks like the Waylay might be passing like ships in the night. We're going to find out if Seth and Hijinks want to go toe-to-toe. Seth's going to win that one on the Battle Brim. Doesn't even matter, though, because Baker has the lead.
Yeah, Baker does get the 4th round here, so they are going to be ahead here. They do have a very attack-sided comp here, so I do expect them. It's very expected they get a lot more rounds on offense than defense. So if it does end like a 9-3 here, I wouldn't be so surprised because they do have a way stronger comp in attacking than defending. But on paper, it should go their way. However, anything could happen here.
Early pit from UCF to try to dissuade the B push, which means, or actually the pit's going to be over there on A, and we're going to get a back and forth, but Natus winning the trade means the Viper pit will live on a little bit longer, which means the A site is, for better lack of a term, inaccessible for the most part. We are going to see ladder moves and Crow getting ready to set up a trap on the flank as they rotate toward B. But Squirmer's getting a lot of feet steps in their ears. All you got to do is hit a few shots. The spray transfer is money. That is 2 down in the blink of an eye. The Trailblazer's going to find the 3rd one, but a bit of an off-timing swing there is going to send Squirmer to an early grave. And they know Natus is in this TP as well, and now that the spike is recovered, they essentially have a free rotation towards A because this Viper cannot move from that spot.
Yeah, very good job from him to get the 2 picks into. I thought he was going to fully disengage there, but he does end up swinging again and losing his life. So it is going to be a 2v2 here. We have the Raze and Reyna versus the Viper and Brim.
Reyna's got the op too, I forgot.
He has the molly to deny this plant here. Let's see if he uses it. He should be, or swinging this.
Spike planted. One enemy remains.
He eventually does find the pick there onto Demon, so it's going to be a 1v2 here. Draco does have the op here, so he's going to try to find a cheeky pick. We'll see what happens. Draco looking heaven here onto... He misses, and he loses his life for that. What an unfortunate event. Wow.
I'm going to be honest. Riot Games, you may have stolen a kill from my boy. I don't know if that was a wall bang. That one looked pretty clean to the leg to me.
We're going to get a replay of that.
I mean, he walled him for sure, but I don't think it was a wall bang. I'm pretty sure that crosshair was lined up clean enough to get somebody in the thigh, maybe the upper hip. But no, that is not to be. The operator gets turned over to the defense, which is miserable for Baker. And yeah, let's see exactly. Am I wrong? Am I delusional? Or was this a wall bang? Okay, aiming a little low. Oh, reposition. Up again.
No, it was a body shot.
It's an up, so you die if it hits you in the body, and it didn't look like a wall bang. Well, that's Riot Games for you, folks.
You know what? Here's the round, but who cares? It's next round. You're gonna see the Waylay.
Oh my goodness!
But Demon finding the pick here, Aura finding the trade onto Demon, so it's gonna be a 4v4 here. Chamber finding one at the revenge gets traded by Hijack, so it's going to be a 3v3 here, but the Waylay is 1 HP on the side of Baker.
Oh, the dink!
Spike down A.
Beautiful Natus. Snake bites the zone off too. Now the operator still in play as well for the side of UCF, and they just turned the game on its head.
Yeah, they have so much confidence after winning that other round. So it is going to be 5-4 here. UCF up 1 round. Very, very impressive with the comp that Baker does have. This very attack-sided 3D. I was gonna say DPS, wrong game. With 3 duelists and the Clove, which is basically a duelist.
Pseudo duelist.
But we're gonna have a timeout on the side of Baker. This is not going their way. They expected to win so many more rounds and do so much better. So they are gonna take a timeout here.
Yeah, you start down 3-0. I mean, not an optimal way to start. And yeah, this is, for Baker's sake, I sincerely hope they get at least 6 by the end of this half, and they can at least make it 7-5, 6-6. Because, granted, this comp could absolutely go nuclear on the defense, but I mean, Deadlock is going to be possibly the MVP of that side because that's the only way to actually sustainably slow a push onto a site. Everybody else, it's just straight gunny and a lot of explosive util, so we're going to see if they can actually just carry this fistfight comp onto the defense and have the same success. Obviously, still a few rounds left in the first half. They could very well finish off and take a lead, but Natus has been playing excellent Viper gameplay, shotguns in short corners, playing outside of the pit, and just being a general nuisance on the map, which is all you can ask for from that main controller.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought this was the round, but yeah.
The replay, yeah.
Yeah. Now we're gonna start in this next round. We see 5-4 here. So Baker down 1 round with this attack sided comp. We'll see what they could do here. But he has the TP to get out. Revenge finds one at the night. That is. See, Squirmer finding 2. What a job he did there. He did so well. Hijacks finding the trade onto him though. It's gonna be 3v3 here. Frost is find the kill onto Revenge. 2v now 3v2 for the side of UCF.
Oh, that up!
Finds a kill on the Hijacks. Demon finds the trade onto Seth. It's gonna be a 1v2 here. 1v1.
What?
Doesn't know where he is, and he dies for that. What an unfortunate event for him. He looked away. He didn't know he was there. I thought 3 players coming from spawn.
I thought Demon popped that blast pack like 4 seconds. I guess they actually just left it there like a claymore, and it was able to kill the 1 HP Opera. That was some pretty good tech. Honestly, that was pretty funny. Usually that blast pack is just to dissuade the push, but that was a strategic claymore. Boop! See ya!
Wow.
Luckily, Frost was able to find the last kill. The operator, I do believe, was picked up by the chamber. I think they had enough time there. So the boomstick is back in the hands of the Waylay. Asura has found a few nice picks. And UCF guaranteed to go into the half at worst a tie. This is an awkward fight. I think it's best to TP and leave it to the Opera. Yeah. Asura's got it.
Swings, finds another one. Hijacks just is going to trade onto him. We're going to be 4v2 here. What a quick round so far. Revenge doesn't know that Knight is here.
Big ult.
Oh, he might find 2 here. 1 gets traded by Revenge. Revenge having the play here. He's gonna have the Sky ult coming out. To get him.
It's on a long route right now.
Yeah.
You can see the cabbage flying in back hall.
He does have the ult though. So can he pop it? I'm not sure if he can pop it, but we'll see what can happen here.
Depends how confident you're feeling. I will say a 1v3 with these smokes, you have negative information to go off of. Yeah, unfortunately, 1 gun against 3 means that util is nice. It's cute, but I don't know if it's going to make up for a streamline of bullets. They could potentially try to go for the hop here. It looks like Seth is going to go for the early tap. Don't know about that one. The second life may be invested, but I fear that would be a foolish decision. It looks like the Clove will agree in Revenge, and it's going to be UCF. Okay, I was gonna say they were trolling a little too hard there for a second, but they knew better than I did. 1:65 on the clock and a 7th round on the board.
Yeah, so UCF is gonna end this half positive no matter what happens here in this last round. They did so well. Squirmer, the round before at least, he did so well. And then we have Asura getting 2 picks with the op, did so well again. And Frost to get the trade. What a team we have here. There's a back-to-back. They're starting out so strong here, getting 3 and then losing 4, however, but then getting 3 more or 4 more. So you see the op comes out of Frost here, so we're gonna have 2 ops on the side of UCF.
This is a devilish place to try to engage. Hijinks placed the front of the smoke by accident. Yeah, you got laid out with the shorty. Oh, you got cocooned, Asura. We're gonna see if any teammates can save them, but I fear you're gonna get turned into goo back in showers. The orbital strike is just a little bit late. Asura finally dies to the cocoon, and now it's a spam fight down in heaven, but Natus is gonna win the first one. Demon and Drago locking down the wings of the site, but the trades are going back and forth. Ladder moves 55 HP, does have the net available. Squirmer gonna throw a shoulder, a little bit of shimmy here and there. The pre-fire is gonna connect, so the Sky is gonna be low on HP. That means this is basically a 50-50, but a good reposition out of ladder into lamps means that Squirmer has to play the guessing game.
It's all mind games here. Squirmer is gonna run past him. He doesn't know what's happening here. Ladder moves behind him, but
there we go.
Oh, it's such mind games in a 1v1 like that, especially with the deadlock. So very good job from ladder moves here, and it's gonna be a 7-5 half.
Demands our attention.
With such a attacker-sided comp, they have to feel so bad here with only getting 5 on the board.
Yeah, the only thing is Bind is, I think traditionally has been considered very defensive. It used to be the most defensive-sided map in the game. I'm not sure with all the agents that have been introduced to the game how much those stats have changed, but it was one of those maps. It was like Ascent and Bind. If you're playing defense, you're basically guaranteed to lock in 8-9 rounds. Even in the pro teams, this was happening, but times have changed. The one thing I do like to see for UCF, top frag and bottom frag are 2 kills apart. You don't really see that very often in Valorant, and that's from the non-duelist comp. That's from everybody just, listen, it's good to World Star people. It's also good to sit in a corner and get 5 free kills a half, because those are all worth exactly the same as that TikTok clip you've been fiending for, but UCF with a 2-round lead going into the attack, they're certainly feeling good. Demon's looking to feel good too. Early spam down with the Ghost. And now the paint shells in the follow-up with the Shorty. Hijinks able to lock down Asura, but Natus able to get the flank.
Yeah. 3 in showers, 2 falling so far. Frost trying to live with his life here. Maybe find a pick. He gets shut down by ladder moves. 3 going through showers, none coming out. So, what a good round from Baker here. Living with 3. Made it so well there. They do have the deadlock. The deadlock is really, really good for comboing like util with the Blaze Nade, or
they need this deadlock alive as long as possible.
Yeah, or the waylay stun, or the clove thing. So they could do a lot of different like combos here with their util, which is really good. We're gonna see the outlaw come out from, I think, the Raze. So Demon's gonna have the thing here. Frost finding one at the Demon. What a good pick.
Oh, hello!
He's gonna find 1. He's gonna be behind him. Finds 2. And he shoots his body so he doesn't get the full kill. Knight is gonna be 15 HP here.
Like I'm watching Call of Duty right now. This is insane work out of both teams, just going head-to-head, headbutting each other in the spawn. It is going to be Baker, though, able to lock down the A site. The deadlock net goes out towards Lamps. Natus is down to 1 HP. And now we're going to go a little shopping, get a few weapons cycled in and out. The flinch is going to almost make Ladder lose the fight. Now it's a 1v1. Drago finds the angle, finds the flank, collects the kill with the wall bang. That means a free Vandal over to the Reyna, and Baker has tied the game.
Yeah, down 2 from the half, but instantly just gets 2 more up. God, they were begging for that from the Vandal. You saw them walking up there.
Please.
Say, me. That one clip from Nemo.
Yeah.
Seagulls. That's me in all my ranked games.
Me and my homies when I'm running it down for the 15th game in a row. Sorry, fellas.
You saved the op the previous round. Who wants it? All yeah. All right, we're gonna see Drago coming out with the Vandal. He's gonna hide. I think he's gonna hide in this corner. There's 2 here. Likely at the orb. The orb playing for ult is very, very strong in this game. So we'll see the deadlock going up 1 and all, and they're gonna destroy this fence from him.
Asura and Natus looking to get something going down A short, but Roomba will be revealing the location of said pusher. So the paint shells, of course, the natural follow-up, a little bit of chip damage onto the waylay. Feels good for Demon. And now we're going to throw a shoulder against Natus. Yep, you got wide swung and you got dropped off. Natus is down. They will eventually get the trade onto Demon, so not the end of the world. The Lear will force Squirmer back, and force him back they will. That Reyna was out for blood. A lot of chip damage. The regen armor will be able to top Squirmer back off. You obviously can't heal yourself on the sky, but you can go juice up Asura, get the team back into the fold as the A site is being targeted by the Knights.
Yeah, 4v4 here, so let's see what happens here. Hijinks swinging this. He still has his Bucky, his trusty Bucky in slot 1. He doesn't have the... What was that? I
2
don't know.
waylays trying the same thing, and they went opposite directions.
Yeah, but he's gonna walk out of U-Haul here, I think, trying to find a pick. Drago in the smoke. Everybody playing so sneaky. The Draco finds one to step.
It's dismissed.
They
Back
just
to
dismiss,
safety.
yeah. That's the line here. Hijinks finds one of the Asura.
Well, there's nobody in that corner, but that corner has been thoroughly checked by the side of Baker. Now Squirmer able to find 1 kill for the Knights, though, so these 2 players left alive. Hijinks has to try to hop the spike. Oh my goodness, Squirmer got deleted down in mid-short. Hijinks is able to find another one on the round, make it a 3K for the waylay, and now Baker maybe about 5-6 seconds left in the round. They're able to find the defuse, no problemo. And now they're up 8-7.
Yeah, what a round was that? It was like both. It was going both ways at all time. But what was that Waylay? Like one came over the corner and then the other one went back up.
One went high ground, one went low. So they basically did hit a Venn diagram amongst each other, and then there was just a fist fight. These teams do like fighting. I will give them that.
That was not a Venn diagram, though.
Well, depends how you look at it. Perspective is everything. I made a hand motion, even though people can't see it at home, to try to display the mathematics here.
Yeah.
No, no, Ryan, I'll look far worse if I have to try to explain math to people with my hands. I can't even do it with my mouth.
Be right back.
Yeah, I'll just start waylay ulting, basically. Yeah, start doing a little bit of this and put ladder moves on a milk carton. Beautiful play down in hookah. It's going to be a 4v4 because the trade is found. The guiding light does give information over. The B site is being flooded by Baker, or being flooded by UCF, but Baker ready and waiting for him. The ultimate is going to go through. That's a whole lot of players playing in slow motion that can't do anything at all. And Baker runs him over with this offensive comp.
I am blown away by how much this comp is getting away with. I don't think they should be getting away with how much they're doing here, but they are. So, what a game so far. A lot of ultimates coming online soon. We just see the Waylay ultimate be used there. The Raze ultimate went away for Demon. Ladder Moves does have this cocoon, so he might use it off. Actually, he is playing B, so it's not really a lot of chance to use it off spawn here. But I think that with Frost, with Chamber, is trying to get this orb because he didn't buy, but he is one away from the op.
Definitely could be the play. Probably should be the play if you're UCF. They do have a lot of players over there, so I think your statement will hold some value. But this orb is a little bit far up toward the defender side, so they will have to check every single corner very thoroughly. We have seen 4 or 5 players today hiding in that room to the right, but forget that. Let me play back on site. Get a free headshot. The ultimate is not going to connect onto anybody. So, oh, it actually did catch Squirmer. I didn't see the animation at the beginning, but Squirmer gets revenge. How does that feel, Ladder? How about if you get taken out down in B long? And that means UCF gets a player advantage as Squirmer heals up the squad.
Ladder moves so close to 2 more kills there, but unfortunately doesn't get any of it. And he gets taken down by the person he cocooned. What a revenge. Not the revenge guy, but he did get revenge. Obviously, Draco peeking 2 players here. We'll see what happens. It's decimated by Seth here. See, they're gonna look for the plant here. There's nobody on site directly. Frost finding one of the revenge. Hijax finding the trade onto Frost here. He's gonna be the lone soldier here, looking to see what he could do. He's gonna rotate here though.
Yeah, I'm thinking we sit B long and we save or look for a free kill because we are not about to enter a site with a Sky, a Viper, and a Brimstone and get away with the 1v3. I do not believe it, Hijinks. I'm open to be wrong, but Squirmer playing back hall. The other 2 cozied away in the exterior of hall as well. Yeah, Natus, I was going to say, I know they're playing around that corner. Seth might be the first domino to fall. They're able to find the kill, but that's the beauty of the trades and the patience. It pays off for UCF, and they cut the lead to 1.
Yeah, definitely. Ladder moves. That round could have been so much more different if he hit out a couple more shots there, but unfortunately doesn't.
2 bullets off a triple kill, I think.
Yeah, definitely. He's 8-9. Yeah, we can see this again here. See.
Oh, how does he not die?
Seth, 1 HP, and then Seth does release his teammate, so his teammate could jump around a little bit wonkily and get the kill. See, Frost with this ult is already popped, so you're gonna see the voice line. He is gonna play. Walking, where is it? He's in showers right now. Don't pick him or you die. We see Draco find the kill on the Aswa. He does find it on the Frost, but at what cost? Look at his HP, his 1 HP. Glass cannon. You see Demon walking up here, trying to find this kill of the night.
Oh, Natus, I wouldn't go any farther. The paint shells, the room bot, and potentially the showstopper if Baker really wants to send it and try to go for a trap surprising play, but this is a beautiful angle to hold when the Raze is potentially looking to overheat. But they will be able to back off the rest of the Baker squad. They are on defense after all, but defense be damned. They're going to take fights in mid, and they're getting punished by Seth. The Brimstone has been on fire this map so far, finding a lot of key kills, but now the Reyna lurking in lamps. Drago gonna try to play off the spike timing. Another free kill given over to the chamber. Frost with a perfect timing to lurk back spawn. Speaking of lurking in the spawn, Drago may have just changed the entire round. Full HP and a dismiss. The Empress in the back pocket, a 2v1. But if he can win this fight, he's got the health advantage against the chamber. Guiding Light's gonna connect. Squirmer, you gotta win it. Okay,
Oh,
Frost.
God.
You better buy Frost in or Squirmer because they just saved what would have been pure devastation from hitting the Knights as they tie the game.
Yeah, and imagine if Revenge got that kill onto him earlier, only missing 10 HP. What a round. Frost finding 3 kills there. What a impact player. And they were gonna play on A too, by the way. And then they just ran away because I don't know why I don't know what kind of info they had, but they ran away from A and it was almost a disaster. But the op and Frost making it work. Demon, we're looking for this kill here. That's shut down by Asua. Asua.
Oh, how you like that? Hijinks tries to get up in his
finding
business. That was awesome.
He's going to be 1 HP, but he's going to get healed here. Revenge. Trying to get revenge for his teammate's death. Finds
nice
one.
shots.
And Asua finding a third. He's on fire right now. He with this outlaw. Let's see what else he could do with it. He's going to be following.
That Seeker is trying so hard to get information.
Finds 4.
Ace
Looking for
watch
less.
for
Don't
the
overheat
waylay.
here.
Oh, it's going to be a free ace. Ladder Moves has no chance with the melee for the ace. The exclamation point for Asura. You get 3 kills fed to you in the back spawn. You go hunting for the final 2 pieces of the puzzle. It is 10-9 UCF, fresh off of an ace from, funny enough, who was the bottom frag before that round and was still having massive impact with the op. Now the Waylay is officially fully online, turbo loaded, and Baker has the deficit of 1 again.
Wow. What a round again. This is a very back and forth match we have here. Unlike the other one. I'm loving it. I'm here. And we're going to see Asua trying to do some funny things like he did the last round. Don't overheat here. He's gonna 1v1 Draco here. Maybe for the kill. He gets shut down. He overheats. He's like, I did so well the other round. Let me go in. But no. Draco says, shut down.
That push was a little suspicious, I can't lie. We used all of our Waylay util to get to that point, and then we just took a dry fight and lost for free. But ladder moves in the rest of the Baker crew. That means a 5v4 suits them very nicely. You can use that deadlock up in hookah. Squirmer is playing just outside of tree in the teleporter. Looks like Seth will be joining them as it is a split push. 2 on B, 2 on A. With Natus just wandering through the depths of the Viper orb, able to make it through. There is going to be 2 players on the other side of Lamps. Now the Empress online for Baker as well, but they are going to lose the deadlock in the process, so it's a 4v4. Empress is still at large, and now the call has been made. We are going to A, and we are shutting down the Raze in the meantime. This is looking pretty good for UCF.
Shut that Asua who gets a round, a round before, but UCF, as you said, gets shut down. Revenge finding 1 onto Seth and gets shut down, but looking for revenge here. Finds 1, is back in this round. Finds 2. What a round from him. That ult is nasty. So good. Wow.
Well, UCF, I will say, I know we don't want to waste ultimates, but an orbital strike would have gone pretty hard there. I can't lie. That would have gone hard in the paint. You either Rem ult Lamps, back left corner near vent, or you ult Heaven and you force everybody right into your welcome arms. Instead, they get a little bit crisscrossed across the site. Not everything is being watched. You lose that initial gunfight to the second life clove, and then everything comes apart. The wheels completely fall off the bus. The good thing is, you now have 3 absolute powerful ultimates in the back pocket. You only have to play into a showstopper that, since the first round when Demon got shut down, they have just not used this ulti.
Really? I haven't been paying attention to
just the one in the first half. I'm almost certain they haven't used it this half because I have not heard the voice line to my knowledge.
No,
and if I did, it didn't get a kill.
I mean, I don't know either, but we're going to see Demon does have this ultimate here. He's going to 1v1 this guy. Look, they see each other. If this wall goes down, they will have a fight here.
Yeah,
His crosshairs on him.
They both know something's up.
Swing or get swung is the game. And Demon swings Asua and finds the kill here. It's gonna be they're gonna have a really good advantage here, being up 1 player on the defense side.
Oh, the shotgun.
Look at him. He's ready.
Checking box, but not checking to the hard right corner. So
We're playing Fortnite.
I mean, that's pretty close, honestly. Somebody built a little 1x1 there. A staircase added in a door for good measure. Revenge and Frost now toe-to-toe in the showers, and Frost is going to win. And in the meantime, Demon's able to find the exchange onto the Viper, but Seth has been winning every single fight, it feels like. The Showstopper's online, but see ya! TP's away to safety. The rocket flies into the ether, which means UCF, it's a 3v3 orbital strike in the back pocket, but only 30 seconds to go plant, and you are going to have to rush B right into the arms of Drago.
Chamber has so much aura. That was so nice. Alright, well, Draco. He's going to try to hold this site down. It's going to be a 1v3 here for him. The other player's on the other side.
Oh, they don't know.
Sees. That's on one. Just misses in front of him. Wow. It's gonna be a 2v2 here. See. Frost is wow. He read them like a book. Wow.
Gundam out of their gaming glasses there down in Hookah. It was 3 up, 3 down. We will be seeing you in the next round, my friend. So UCF 11-10 now as we get to the later stages of Bind. The ultimates are looking phenomenal on that attack side as well. A Viper Pit and Orbital Strike. It is very hard to lose a round if you invest those two ultimates properly. Yeah, that, not to mention the weapon buy for the side of Baker is not good because the loss bonus was maxed out the other way, and now you lost all that cash you invested. The Outlaw is certainly a difference maker, especially on these low armor targets. Demon, you may be number 1 on the death note here, but we'll see if Asura is willing to go for the full commit, throw a shoulder. Demon's looking at some util. Oh, the timing is disgusting. Asura would have had that, takes their eyes off the prize for a moment, and we will reset.
This is Baker's game to lose. So they're under pressure here. They were supposed to win this map. I don't know who picked this map, but they are the better team coming in here, and they pick a troll comp. I mean, maybe they're not trolling, but they pick a not.
If you're winning gunfights, this comp is OP. But if you the second you start losing fights, you have not that much util.
Yeah, and they're down 1 here. They have the weaker guns, and UCF only needs 2 more rounds to shut this down. Squirmer, this dog here, we're gonna see. He goes into 3 here, trying to do a solo play, but gets shut down. That was not the thing to do. We're gonna see. Ladder moves coming off this flank. This is a really quick rotate. They are surrounded. We're gonna have the Cleveland spawn, but we do that. You see the Viper ultimate. Squirmer shuts down ladder moves here on this flank. And we're gonna have this Viper ultimate to shut down revenge here, maybe.
This round's over. They're all flooding from the same location. If they win this, I will PayPal every player $100,000 one by one, but I know it ain't happening because Squirmer's locking down B-Long, and that's even before you get near the Viper Pit, which is the real crux of the issue here. It is going to be a flawless on the backside of the better weapons, and UCF, look at those ultimates sing. They've got 4 big ones in the back pocket to close down the map, and man, that is an advantage and then some. The only other ultimate on the other side is Hijinks, and it's a waylay, so yeah, you got to have a healthy level of concern, but you ain't worried about that with all the other util you have. And okay, Hijinks, I can understand the feel to go make that play, especially with the worst weapons, but we probably could have hidden a corner and cheesed ourselves a free kill before dying, so a little bit aggressive, but I do think Baker would have lost the round either way.
Like I said, they are under pressure here. UCF 2 rounds to shut this down. So we'll see what they have at Demon. Flashed here. There's the nade. Gets shut down, but does take one with him. Seth finding 2 to trade onto Demon and kills later move. We're gonna see the ultimate coming out from Hijinks here. And finds 1, but a little bit too early, I think. He's gonna try to peek here. He's playing so aggressively here. You can see it in his movements. He's gonna peek this. Gets shut down by Seth. Seth finds 3. Draco finds 2 though. It's gonna be a 2v2 here, but Seth is on fire. Anything could happen here. Seth trying to find this ace here in the bag. Gets shut down by Revenge with the ultimate. Wow. What a round again. These are such close rounds. Seth finds 3, but then Draco finds 2 picks to turn it into from a 4v2 to a 2v2. Wow.
UCF, we gotta pop this orbital strike. We're about to hit overtime, and we have not used it in forever. That orbital strike is giga broken, my friend. Just click the button and let that thing sing onto the site. Ultimately, they decide to take a bunch of gunfights. They don't play successful post-plant. They don't even get the plant down, which is arguably the most egregious part of that push. But Orbital Strike is still in the back pocket. I do believe a few weapons on the Baker side were a little bit less than ideal. I think maybe a shotgun and a Guardian, so still a very good chance to win the round. But now you've got a second life revenge. You've got a deadlock net to scoop you up and take you out. As the Guiding Light gets ready to go from B long, deadlock setup is going to be near Hookah as well, but the B site absolutely going to be pushed here. And Ladder and Co, they're going to take the mid to try to hit a wrap.
Wow, they're just letting them have the site. UCF just... Ooh.
Oh,
what a timing. Revenge finally the kill on the high. Nice. Draco dying to Asua. We have 4v4 here. Seth finds one. Ladder moves with peaks.
MVP,
Gets
Seth.
two. Seth. Such good. He has the molly. He has the ultimate here. They should not lose this round.
If Brimstone hides, it is physically unlosable. I have not seen this one before. There's no way they're going to lock it up. Revenge in second life. No longer with us. Hijinks will find the trade onto the opposing Waylay, but guess what? Open up the skies is what we're about to hit. Hijinks not able to get the half. They know it. All they got to do is play some stall tactics. The Orbital Strike will be invested. There's about 10 seconds left in the plant. The Molly follows up. And the Knights from UCF on the back of an incredible performance from Seth. A Battle Brimstone helping UCF lock in a nail-biter back and forth on Bind. And honestly, just a very, very good, clean game out of both sides. We saw the high-risk, offensive-only comp coming out of Baker. That looked like it had some incredible moments, but I think that lack of util really hurts them at the end on defense.
Yeah, definitely. They played not... I don't think they played good enough on offense there. Again, they ended what? Is it...
I think they had 5, maybe 6 at best, which is still...
No, it was 7-5.
That's what it was, yeah.
It was 7-5, and they won both pistols right after.
Yeah.
So, they needed a few more rounds there to win that out, I think. Because it was at a 13-11, right?
Yep.
So if they had one more round, they would have been a match point. So imagine if they got one more round on the
they would have had a little. They would have had a little more of this in the second half as well if they were able to win one of those earlier rounds. So it's a game of inches.
They started so strong though. They won 3 rounds in a row. They won the pistol. They won the bonus. They won the force, and then they won the bonus.
Yeah.
So they started so strong there, but unfortunately cannot find it.
Listen, they couldn't find Seth if it was literally killing them. Seth was unkillable, it felt like, that entire second half. I was kind of being like, yo, pop the Brimstone ulti, but I can understand when you're killing 3 players per round, and then eventually you finally have the trump card to pull out and essentially call game in map 1. Map 2, I believe, we can get map 2 maybe in my ear in a second here if we get reminded. I think it was Corrode? No,
not Corrode.
Abyss. I knew it was one of the slightly newer maps, so it is going to be Abyss map 2. Baker, it's put up or shut up time. You're down 1-0 in the series. UCF looks like they may have you against the ropes, but we're going to get a comp change. We're obviously going to switch maps. We're going to give all these teams a couple minutes to reset, and we'll be back with maybe our last map of the evening here in the PCL. More Valorant action on the way. We are back here with the PCL. Map 1 was a barn burner on Bind. It was 13-11 the final. UCF topples Baker in a very, very back and forth game. It was tied all the way down to the wire, but eventually things changed and UCF able to walk away with a hard-fought win. Seth really, really calling game there at the end, getting a lot of big multi-kills, and now we get to go over to Abyss. We are going to have a Teo sighting. We're going to have a little bit of Astra in the mix as well through Seth. So we are going to get some differentiation in comps. Abyss certainly lends itself towards that. And we will see exactly what Baker is thinking up. I'm sure it's not going to be 3 duelists again, but we'll see what they got cooking.
Yeah, definitely here. We're seeing a more standard comp out of Baker here. The Astra, the Sova, and the Waylay so far. So, pretty natural comp. ISO. I mean, ISO's pretty good. He's pretty good on this map. I would say so. But
yep.
On the side of UCF, we have an Astra, Waylay, Teo, Chamber.
I do like to see some KO in the mix as well. Obviously, that's an agent that, I mean, essentially got his robotic legs removed with a few nerfs here and there. Granted, it was the most broken agent in the game shortly after release, and it was essentially meta on every single map. If you didn't play a KO, it was easy FF15, go next. But we are in a new meta. We are in a new time on a newer map that did not exist previously. So I want to see if UCF can just match how well they played. I mean, they took Baker's gunfight comp head on and just outdueled them, which is very, very impressive by any standard, let alone in against a really, really strong collegiate team that Baker has shown to be. But Abyss is certainly a map that I don't think teams play quite as much. It has been around for a while now, but it usually doesn't make it into the map pools that I see, or if it is, it's a little bit later on. So the floor is open for Baker to cook something up here and try to get back in this series.
Yeah, I mean, this map was around when Teo was meta, though.
Yeah, just teams. Teams didn't really like it as much. Like I'd rather just, especially because Lotus was in the pool before too, and Lotus was like an auto pick every series.
Yeah,
so
true.
yeah,
True.
I miss Lotus.
Everybody loves 3 sites.
I miss Lotus.
I don't. All right, so we're gonna see a little bit of mid action here. This is the KO, the Astra.
Gonna fall back
Up
here.
mid here.
Oh, Demon. I see you getting itchy with the trigger finger, but it looks like the entire UCF squad, they're going to squirm their way over to the B site with the rest of the crew. Natus is going to take a shot from the Headhunter. Hijinks is going to get info, but the Astra Star will block off a cone of vision there, so the UCF Knights can go marching on forward. And we saw Frost doing a ton of work on the chamber in the last map. Oh, the little drop-off with the Bandit. Able to find the kill of the Ghost Rider. I forgot the new side hold animation on some of the skins, but nonetheless, it's UCF with a 1-player lead and the plant down.
Yeah, we see ladder moves getting to pick on the. That's here. Oh, couple picks going back and forth here. Yeah, 1v2 here, and it's gonna go side of Baker here, with ladder moves here, on the Sova, and I forgot who was on the ISO. Revenge and the ISO here, and the Clove and now the ISO. Kind of the same character, kind of.
ISO's just a lot better at taking, like, oh, come fight me duels. And Clove is like, I'm going to be annoying, hide in a pocket of smoke, then jump out and jump scare you.
Yeah, Clove is the character you want to avoid when she's ulting. Like, you're scared of that character. Don't fight her. Wait for the time. Wait for the timer to run out. And then ISO's like that. Duel me or I duel you.
Careful ladder. I've seen a few players fall victim to the slip and slide. That is some of those outside of the map sections, but we're going to be hunkering down a little bit safer location. 0 Point isn't going to find anything, so the KO doesn't get any early info for the side of UCF, but the guns, oh, I spotted your forehead, and that means Frost is able to find another kill, full flash, and the Waylay's able to capitalize, but 25 seconds into the round, 1 Baker player left standing, which is insane to even say. The site has now been taken over, and Hijinks, you're going to have to do something seriously all-time to win this round. Guardian in hand, so you got a little bit of firepower, but you don't have any help.
I'm in physical shock of what happened there. That was very quick. We saw Frost getting 2 kills with the chamber. He's always good for like 1 in every round because of that.
Look at this
thing.
Got no chance.
He has no.
Oh, you got nothing.
Over. Yeah, chamber very good. Like his headhunter can get a kill like at any point. It's strong at all parts of the game, even the first round and the last round. Always. So, we're going to tie it up here, right? It's going to be 1-1 for both sides. Shutting down the force buy from Baker here, which is very, very good. Now, look at their buy. We have 2 Vandals, 2 Guardians, and a Phantom. They are... I wish they had the same name, but it's a chef kiss over there for them.
I know, we absolutely got robbed of cookies and tea, and then Chef.
It was Baker that had all those names.
Fitting with the Baker name, I guess they were going for a whole kitchen theme, a little overcooked potentially. Same with that comp, maybe in map 1, but they did flip momentum. UCF winning that round 2 is massive, and obviously winning it like they won it, where they just said, yeah, you want to come get some, we're going to throw a few haymakers, and you're not going to be standing to answer the bell. Now we got a 5v5 full reset. The weapons heavily favoring UCF after they were able to flip the momentum. Asura looking to get a little bit active here. The double tap and the stun coming through, but Natus and Seth are able to lock down the wide swing trade potential as Revenge will be forced to fall back. As UCF, they are getting ready to go. A nice little shot to the leg there. Squirmer will take about 20 damage from that. Revenge is going to find a beautiful 2-piece outside the front door, so Baker going to make it expensive, but expensive is all they're going to make it because UCF is about to make it borderline unwinnable.
Cross chamber different. 5x here. Rico finding the pick on the square mark. He's going to have this Guardian. And Ross isn't there yet, but Seth, it's all you need. He is going to get 3 for that. Sorry. Going to get 3 for that round. what a game for him so far. Yeah, the Frost being 5-1, Seth being 4-1. These players, they're always like, I mean, it's separate from top and bottom right now is 5, but it doesn't really feel like that. Every player is putting in the work here so far. Like, on some teams, you have that one-star player. On this team, everybody is doing something, and everybody is getting value, which should be always the case. However,
in a perfect world where no one's hungry, the birds are chirping, the sun is always out, that is exactly how you want to play Valorant. It is nice when you've got that player where you can say, can you give us a 30 bomb this game and drag us to the finish? Oh, Frost into the gulag. It's going to be a 1v1 against Revenge. The double tap will hold, and Revenge will make Frost full. Drago's going to find the answer, and Baker thoroughly picking UCF apart limb from limb here as we get to the mid-round. 2 players left standing. Not a lick of pressure toward any of the sites. The A site now going to be slightly cheated toward, but too many options, too many places to check. Natus will send the pop flash, but information has been given. It's only a matter of time till Baker pulls up.
Yeah, Natus trying to play some bind games here. He's in a 1v4 situation. It's winnable. Honestly, it's winnable. Look, he's going to get this player here. Never mind. I had so much hope in my heart for him to get that pick, but Demon shutting him down, unfortunately. Every time UCF is a little bit ahead, Baker's right there to shut it down. Say, nope, we're not letting you guys get this lead on us. We are going to shut you down. Frost, 1 away from this ultimate. Seth has his ultimate. And I want some things to happen here. I want some fun ultimate gameplay.
Frost is ulting.
I don't know if you've seen, but there's been like this combo going around where you play Yoru and you play Astra together. You Yoru ult and Astra ult at the same time, and you go behind the Astra ult. It's been like a big thing that some pro teams have been doing and have been working really well. However, you don't have the Yoru, but Draco, let's see what he can do on the Sash run. Collat! And it's gonna be Ashua on this waylay on the bomb site here. And Damon gonna get tipping out here. Draco, he found a collat with the rifle. That is so rare. You don't find that usually, but he did so well there. Now look at him. He's at 5 now. Like 5 from ladder moves. 5 from the next player down, and wow, Rico. What a round.
That is the
I'm gonna
beauty.
start glazing him, yeah.
That's the beauty of Abyss, is that you can go for these sort of trap plays, and especially when a team that only really works once per game. So if you're going to make that work, you got to be able to find some value. Drago found everything and then some. The rest of the team filed in nicely. All the gaps were covered. The I's were dotted, T's were crossed. The tour de force now will be sent into the fold. Demon, this might not be the one you want to check, but we have seen them fry a few players. Unfortunately, that's too big of a weapon. And Frost has met the match of every player in the server, going back to bind. That's going to be a quick 2K for the chamber. As Baker down to their last 3 players. Hijinks looking to get active out here. That's a lot of shots. A little bit windy in their last spray. It is going to be some chip damage. Natus ultimately will be able to find the shutdown. UCF 4 players up. Sight, I was going to say taken over, but the 1 HP chamber now down. And honestly, with these health bars, Baker, 1 quick pick and you very well may be able to take this round.
Yeah, 2v3 here. However, Seth was 1 HP, gets shut down. Draco being 1 HP here as well. Finding the pick on the Revenge at 5 HP. Ladder moves is going to walk up here and he's going to get shot in the back. Yeah, Squirmer going to find the pick onto ladder move. Wow. Everybody was so low. I mean, Squirmer was full HP. However, yeah, Seth was 1 HP.
Natus won a fight on 4 HP, which essentially was the round. If Natus loses that fight, it's just a 2v1 against a Teo that has nowhere to go. And give Squirmer credit, they have found a few nice shots, even going back to map 1, but that's a tough spot to be. The only ultimate they invest is the Tour de Force, so I like that UCF didn't panic ult and try to make a play that wasn't really ready to happen, try to go early, so they keep the null command. You get to keep that Asura and Seth ulti in the back pocket. Squirmer's obviously very close to the AoE barrage that Teo can bring. Tour de Force now out on the other side though. Baker, they're looking for an answer and a big one. And Demon also has the operator, so we're going double sniper on defense, and we are going to find supreme value right away. They null commanded that? Huh?
Wow, ladder moves finding 2 here. Demon finding the last one in that corner, and Ios is going to be a solo. His location is exposed, however, don't give him a 1v1 or this might be swung the other way.
Yeah.
Flash doesn't go anywhere. Draco finding the last one. Nice. There were so many people in that little tunnel, and they funneled in to get killed. Wow.
Insanity from the Baker side. The Tour de Force finding supreme value, and then Demon with the operator as well, getting their hands dirty in the mix. 4-3 game for Baker. The biggest lead we've had in the series is 3 rounds, and that was the beginning of map 1 and kind of toward the second half of map 1 as well, but both of these teams essentially trading rounds 1 for 1. Natus getting hit by the slow, the hinder means you are not able to play at full speed, which means you are dead. As we are going to see Demon once again taking post with the operator, ready to lock down the mid potentially. Hunter's Fury is going to go live. The op shot's not going to connect, so Demon maybe losing a golden opportunity, and absolutely the case. You are able to shut down Frost with the Hunter's Fury, but it's UCF with a player advantage, and Asura. The beauty of the Waylay is you can go take an enemy weapon and run back to the safety of your own home, which they have done successfully.
Draco, he's going to hide here. Could do so much here. Seth is going to get Draco here. Draco doesn't connect for the kill. It's going to be a 2v4 here for
someone's flanking.
UCF.
Are they ready?
Spike planted. Last player
Seth,
standing.
what are these kills on 1 HP, like 1 HP sheriffs? Seth found 2 with the sheriff, 1 HP. Before that, Knights found 2 with the 1 HP sheriff. That gun just might be it.
Seth might just have plot armor because there's no way you survive 2 full spam downs from 2 rifles and live to tell the tale. And not only lived, you walked away with 2 kills under your belt right as rain, able to walk into the next round as well. The money for Baker is now becoming a bit of an interesting scenario. They did have to rebuy the operator because that one is now in the hands of Asura, who used the recall to steal that one away and get back to the squad. Now a 4-4 game as well. A few ultimates ready to go. We got dueling Cosmic Divides, rather. If needed, Hijinks losing the early 1v1, but Demon's getting it back in blood. So no chambers for the rest of the round.
Ross walks up and just says, nope. And then, oh, Astro finds a kill into revenge here. They're going to be up 1 player from this. Ladder moves finding the trade, though. Look at Squirmore. He sees him. Hey! And he finds him. Just the tip of his head is, give him a haircut. And then he killed him. So, see it. Drago on the site here. What happened? Waylay finds nothing because there's nobody there, and they don't know where he is.
Oh!
Last player standing.
They popped so much util into him, and he still finds one. He gets the tail molly comes down, and then the tail stun. See, ladder moves 1v2 here with the tail, and he has both ultimates on the side of UCF. The drone.
Yeah, the real issue is not the funny Mr. Zoidberg drone there. It is the Astra in the back of the site that is going to click this funny button called the well, which is going to pull Ladder slightly away from the spike, which means they are going to be vulnerable. Squirmer, though, they are ready as ever. They only had one direction to watch because Seth had their back, which they knew. UCF grabbing the lead yet again, saving a few ultimates in the process. Force out that Tour de Force a few rounds ago. The Hunter's Fury expended earlier as well. And yeah, another good round out of UCF. Some clean shooting down in mid as well. Just great positioning. Fantastic adjustment there from Astra to catch the elbow. Squirmer's getting a freebie onto Demon. And yeah, the rest of the crew just knows the name of the game is defense. Seth with some great anti-strafe there. And a 1-round lead for the Knights.
Yeah, definitely here. Revenge. Going for like a kind of play here. Gets scanned so they know he's here, close. Well, also with the ult, he doesn't know that ISO's so close to his right. Oh, now they know. See, oh, finds so many. Revenge finds one. Demon finds one. Seth gets the trade off to Revenge. Demon finds another one. He's hindered. Ashua. With this, now with the Vandal. Lightning comes from above, I guess. I mean, it's not the storm from last match, but he gets shut down by 2 shock arrows, which average Jonas would like that one.
I haven't heard that name in years. That is a deep cut. I just can't. UCF, I'm going to be honest. I can't believe a single set of Waylay util just got all 5 of us killed in the spawn, no less. It was a really good trap play out of Baker to invest the hinder and get everybody slowed down, but damn, they got corralled and taken out back. just immediately upon the round starting, there was no real counterplay. They weren't ready for it. Speaking of not ready, asleep at the wheel again. The op shot's not going to connect. Austria, you're too wide out in the middle. And that means Demon's got a free kill. And all the good work that UCF did, I was going to say, don't let it come undone so easy. And Squirmer agreeing, will find the shutdown onto Demon.
He's aiming. He knows he's here. I mean, he doesn't know he's there, but... Oh, please get this. Oh, what a smoke from... What team was that? The Astra smoke?
If that was Baker's Astra, they should call timeout and have a discussion face-to-face.
They are
or
so
call
mad.
to call if they're online. Because if UCF, that is a godlike smoke. Baker, oh man, my teammate's going to hear it.
Ladder moves in the spawn here. Trying to find this KO. Or Teo. Where are they trying to end? They're trying to end A here. There's nobody on the site directly, but ladder moves. Trying to find this pick. Timing! What a flick! Ladder moves on this pick on the Squirmer with an absolute phenomenal flick here.
Spike
Now,
planted.
Baker, knowing that the player was there, scans and doesn't get scanned here actually, but he knows that the Astra is here, but he doesn't know this guy's in the corner. They might try to 2v1 this. The other Astra is on the other side of the map.
It's all on the Baker Astra. That's the only way they win.
Seth.
But now they
finding
don't have
the
to
kill here.
split vision, and they have an Astra alive, which means that funny little button called the well I was talking about is still available. The tap is going to go through, waiting for the well to possibly get sequenced out, but Seth is all gunny all day long. They take those, they win those, and that is UCF winning another round. And now you've got a Cosmic Divide, and you've got that Teo AOE Barrage. I believe the Armageddon it's called as that last setup, so if UCF can find the plant here, they are going to be in prime position to take a 7-5 half.
Yeah, definitely. This game has been so back and forth. 1 round for this team, then 2 rounds for this team, and then 1, 2, 1,
That
2.
smoke, man, that was insane.
That was an insane smoke.
That
and
was
flick,
gross, dude.
Last player
yeah.
standing.
Seth finding the last 2 picks here as well. Did so well. And next round, hijinks. What are we doing here?
Times call for desperate measures,
He does.
possibly. Oh!
He's dead. He dies here though. He does. He almost finds one, and he runs away, and he's safe. And he's hiding in the corner, and then doesn't find one. And he does. I don't know if I'm angry or sad or
Spike
as well.
down.
Finding one onto Drago Demon, getting a trade, and there's more trades going out. And it's a 2v3 here.
All Seth does is get a damage buff at low HP. I swear, every fight it's less than 20, and they get more and more kills.
Hey guys, Seth is at 1 HP. He's at 1 HP.
Yeah, don't take that fight then, because he is Thanos when he is low HP.
No bomb yet. Ooh.
That's risky. Well, they got a gun though. That's huge.
The bomb is down. Look at Revenge here. He has a perfect sight onto him if he peeks.
Yeah, but they don't know where that second or third
Demon
player
finding
is.
one. Revenge peeking, finding one. Seth
Last player standing.
has the low HP buff.
No.
He thinks he's on top, but he doesn't know he dropped because of the sound.
30 seconds left.
Seth has Draco has a timing here. Revenge has a timing, sorry.
Oh. Saw the first one go wide. I got a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. I thought Seth was about to do some insane work at Baker's expense, but first half, honestly, going exactly how the whole series has gone, where no one can really gain a significant advantage. Everybody is just committed to trading fists in the pocket. They are just going haymaker for haymaker. And right now it is 6-6, dead even. Obviously, map 1 was 13-11. Very well could have gone either way. The ultimate economy favored UCF at the end, so they dialed it in. But now we are back to the pistols, and I will say, we've seen 2 to 3 thrifties already, which is crazy considering we've only played a map and a half. So I would not be surprised if Baker, or whoever wins this pistol, was just to get flatline next round.
Definitely anything can happen here, Frost. What a game he's been having so far. And he has this sheriff spotted by the drone. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Oh, they're trying to trap him.
But his trip does go out. Finding Demon, but he gets to pick on the Frost. Unfortunate timing there. Revenge. Taking spawn. Finds one. Is he gonna overextend here? He is. Guys, has the shield though.
One enemy
Yes,
remaining.
shutdown by Asua.
Gonna fall
Asua
back
finds
in.
another one on the hijinks. 2v1 here. Astra being 1 HP. Drago gonna be 1 HP. And
To the left is the problem. It's not Drago.
oh, what's gonna happen here? He
It's-
does find half. Look
Player behind you. Yep, the call is coming from inside the house, I fear. The half is already stuck. They're gonna have to go for a double swing here. That's
He
gonna be
doesn't
the
need
first
to
one found. Oh my goodness, it's the 1v1! Asura turns and burns, and ladder moves is feeling every inch of that cold chrome. It is a clutch for UCF. Oh my god. Looked damn near unwinnable, gets the half through the well, turns on both, and Baker lets it slip through their cold, dead fingers.
I don't want to blame anybody here, but Revenge pushing up here gave them the opportunity to do this.
This was insane how he
He
lived.
does find 2 though, which is the problem. Asua, what a clutch you had here.
Enemy remaining.
1. And then he knows he's up there, makes
Oh,
so much
that
noise.
flick.
If he didn't make noise here, he was like so stunned. He's like, where's this last guy? He could be from anywhere, but he hears him, he's above him. Demon, gonna have the outlaw here. Ladder moves. He does too.
Gotta be a, yeah, it is gonna be a full outlaw, so they're gonna go for a heavy, essentially a force.
Wait, they're forcing, yeah, they forced here. Because Baker won the...
Yeah, UCF won. Baker is forcing it. It's usually, you never, oh no, I don't know about that one. Tried to fire off the arrow. Luckily, Revenge is gonna find the trade, but look at the health bars of Baker. They got shredded in the opening salvos. Now Hijinks is also gonna bite the bullet. The ISO is down to 1 HP in Revenge. Oh, yeah, that timing is a little bit filthy from the UCF side. Astra is going to make quick work of Drago, and that means that this round honestly should be a Baker plant, but they've got about 110 HP to make heads or tails of this situation.
Yeah, definitely. And Revenge finding the kill on the Asua. Wow. Nice shot. Maybe he has the buff that Seth has. That 10 HP. Demon. Wait.
Last player standing.
Seth.
Aimed
is
right
reading his
between
mind.
everybody.
He's reading his mind. If he didn't look about, he probably gets 2 there. Revenge. Maybe. He's 1 HP, but he's standing still. Finds 1.
Okay.
And he doesn't get the shield off.
Whew. UCF, if we lost that one, there would have been some seriously big issues in the camp, I fear, but 12 clicks left, no issues whatsoever, and now that Baker forced out, I want to see what sort of atrocity this buy is going to look like for some of these players, because it is going to be a whole lot of pistols and a whole lot of nothing else going on. Yeah, maybe a stinger, maybe a shotgun. We are playing offense, so the shotgun might be... Actually, it's on the waylay, so it might as well... Doesn't even matter what gun they have. They're going to get right up in your face. The stinger on the ISO in case they try to go for an early pick. I mean, Revenge is 17-9, doing everything they can to maximize this ISO value. It is going to be, yeah, a bunch of pistols and a stinger, and UCF, they don't need to fully force this round now because they get the 3-round win. So they can save some cash in the back pocket. That is a big reveal of information. The Ares is going spamming, but they are going to find the trade.
The team is running over. They said, I got 4. So everybody's running over, and Asua finds the pick, finds the rotate. Maybe Draco peeks this too. What does he do? He does. They're just lining up for him.
Enemy remaining. Spike down.
He's gonna. Oh God!
That's a dumb way to
They
die.
just lined up for him. Like I'm next. Me. I want to die to him. And then he finds 4 there. He's at 20 and he's 20 and 11 now.
Yeah, I just gave Revenge credit for being 17-9 and farming, but you giveth, Asura will take you out of there with the swiftness. That was insane from the waylay. And I don't want to call that a backbreaker at a score of 9-6 in UCF's favor, but man, to lose a round like that in that fashion after you fully forced out and lost, all that can do to the confidence is knock it down a rung on the ladder, but you've got another chance to fire back. The ISO ulti is available, but the ISO almost isn't. Revenge is getting ripped down to 1 HP. Oh, you got bombed on by Squirmer.
I forgot that does damage now.
It does enough damage to kill a 10 HP player.
Wow. Nice. Need to hold this site down. And Demon fighting Squirmer here. Oh, he finds 2. Ajax finds the pick for him so he doesn't die. And then finds 2. He nearly evades his waylay ult because the waylay ult went off right next to him. But he doesn't get hit by it. And he has 2 in his pocket. Oh. Give waylay a kill, he's going to want another. And another. And another.
Yeah, you give a mouse a cookie, you give the Waylay a kill, and they will feed until the night is over. Back-to-back Waylay 4Ks. Vastly different fashions as well. This was an amazing use of the util by Squirmer. Obviously, the Waylay ulti comes in. Everybody is in slow motion. They've got no chance of survival. And then Demon rounds up the flank, corrals them into a small little pen, takes them all down one by one.
Right, but
UCF,
buddy buff.
Yeah, listen, can attest, that thing does make you shoot straighter.
It does.
Gave me a buff for about 2 weeks, and I was back to being bad at the game. Okay, hello!
Wow.
What?
He just walks up and kills 2 for free. Frost's gonna find a trade though.
It's you and me.
And he TP's out and evades the ult. What a play.
Oh,
and then finds the kill on the revenge.
and then he mogs him!
Draco, find the kill on the Seth. It's gonna be a 2v3 here, but Frost is doing so well. Ready, finds another one.
Okay.
My chamber!
Ult is ready.
People can't see me, but I started standing because what is happening? Frost finding for there after mogging. He has so much aura. I said this last game when he avoided the ult on the Raze ult. And he avoids this though. What a play.
That was the equivalent of a crossover step back. The guy falls on his face. You give him a good look, and then you drain that three-pointer right
Blocked
in
by
his
James.
grill. No, the Allen Iverson step over where you're actively disrespecting somebody after you get a bucket on them.
You want to
That's
play,
more with that
let's
one.
play.
Yes, Ryan, no, the James Harden one is exactly the one I was thinking of, where he stares at Buddy for about 8 seconds and says, we both know this is going in, by the way. Frost calling round there with authority. Ooh, a little bit of chip damage onto Hijinks. The Rendezvous will escort them back to safety. The tour de force remains intact. And now Baker, sight set on the A site, and honestly, not a bad choice. Only 1 or 2 players defensive-wise over there, but they are positioned very well to take an early fight, so if they don't use any util or play off a flash here, it's going to get very, very messy.
Has the opportunity of a lifetime here.
My God. They didn't let the smoke go down before they crossed!
Down A.
Wow. He finds through the higher and lower setup, doing so well here. They should just peek here and kill the other 2. I'm joking, but
They might. That's the funniest part. They might.
they're not going to. They have more discipline than that. Maybe they peek right now.
Natus wants to fight. He's waiting for the call from Squirmer.
Draco.
Says, when is it
He's
good
there.
to go? Let me know when it's good to go!
Hijinks is going to find another. It's going to be a 2v2 here. Both of them going down for absolutely
30 seconds
free.
Here.
You see the Astral coming out. Peek it.
Let me see your shin!
Standing.
What?
Spike
He
down
barely
A.
peeks that.
I can't believe Seth. Oh my God.
There's no way he gets away with this.
Getting away with murder doesn't begin to describe what I just saw with my own eyeballs. Seth absolutely is the protagonist, the main character. This brother has plot armor. Every single time, and a must-have it for UCF. You leave the Astra to last, and they will take care of the rest. And that's a big round, too. It was about to be 10-8. The money maybe starts to flip back in Baker's favor if they put another round together. And now they are on full panic mode. They're going to buy out the operator again. They're going to fully invest into the Guardian on the Sova. And that cash is terrible right now.
Yo, I know Seth is going to come to this live stream and rewatch that. We are glazing him. He is so good at this game. And he just wants more.
Equal gas and equal flame for good and bad plays. I've always been an unbiased observer. Oh, Frost looking to get active with the tour de force. The operator from Hijinks. It's just Seth again, able to lock down, and now Hijinks able to take down Frost in the crossfire. The Sheriff looking a little bit too good. Finally, Seth will get cut down. It is going to be Drago hopping on the plant right away as Baker looks to finally close out the round, but it's going to be a hopping double kill with the shorty. Asura just farming the backline of Baker. And now the operator from Hijinks and Squirmer toe-to-toe. Baker has control of the site. They have the plant. And now the null command is going to be invested, but Hijinks is just going to dome Natus into the null state. That means it's going to be a 1v1 for the rest of the round. It's going to be another kill through the wall from the chamber. And Baker's going to keep the series going just a little bit longer.
Hijinks. That was disgusting. He peeks for half a second and he loses his life for it. And then he plays this little game with his Teo and then just shuts him down. And he kills 4 that round.
I create weapons.
Wow. I'm impressed.
Certainly some straight shooting out of some folks today on the PCL. Certainly the most competitive Val series we've had, even if this does end in a 2-0 at the end of it. This has been awesome to watch. We're getting to see all the new flavors and some old strategies mixed in, which is exactly what you'd like to see. The buy for UCF is now looking grim, so finally forced back onto the save. Squirmer with the Lev pistol in hand. We'll wait for some info. As Baker with the weapons and that Waylay ulti in the back pocket, just not wanting to give away any free. This is the first default start round we've seen. We're finally not just throwing our lives away in mid, but as I say, that Seth is looking to get active, but they're going to lose.
Yeah, Jerker's going to find one to Seth, and he's going to Squirmore is going to get away with his life here. Yeah, it's going to be a 5v4 here. Getting 1 HP, but has the ultimate, so he needs it. Baker's not going to let this game slip away from them.
This rat.
What is he doing?
You dog, waiting for a victim to walk into the smoke unsuspecting, and it might only be a few more seconds.
Oh, he's going to jump out of his prey right now. I'm just joking. But, yeah, Frost is going to find one into Draco Hydra.
They still don't know!
They don't know. He finds one. He's going to...
Last player
He
standing.
does some crazy things, but no, he gets shut down. Hijinks killing Iowa here.
30 seconds left.
Even though he probably should have got that kill. And Nidus is going to be the sole player remaining. Gonna try to pick up a gun here, I think. Yeah, gonna get this Vandal here. And if he wants to, yeah. He doesn't know where any players are, but
might as well fish.
he does have full util, so it could do anything here.
Oh, Demon just swings the corner wide enough to disrupt the flow of Natus. And Baker hanging on for dear life. They're going to grab a 9th on the board. They get to keep on hold to that operator in the hand of Hijinks. And UCF still 2 rounds away from locking in the series. The ultimates are starting to look very, very good on the other side. It's about the Waylays. Can they just make that insane play that just completely flips the round on its head? We've seen so many times where a Waylay just pops ulti. 4 players are stuck in the mud. They eventually do get shut down, but a few more chances for both sides here, as the Tour de Force may potentially be brought into the fold. Looks like it'll be next round.
Yeah, I'm not going to say the score because that's weird, but you can see the score on the board. Only 2 round difference here. And UCF only needs 2 rounds to win, so...
Asura, no! Oh my god, he won.
Revenge! He just completely loses his footing there and doesn't get that. We're going to see both ults come out here for both Waylays. And Scoremore is going to find the kill on the Demon, finds the kill on the Draco as well. And he's in this game. He's going to walk up here with so much aura. Misses every shot. Ladder moves finds one. Haggis finds one. Nervous finds one. Ladders goes down. Frost gonna get the kill here. That was messy.
That is the perfect word to describe it. That was colorful chaos at its finest. But now, Baker, last chance potentially. The weapons look strong enough to get the job done. The ultimates are obviously looking good enough. The Tour de Force is going to be weaponized and sent into the server here. But it is Asura with the operator. Seth has the Cosmic Divide. Squirmer's got the Armageddon. Talk about zone control and disruption. UCF has all of it and then some. The Tour de Force will get sent. It's going to be a fight back in mid. Oh, Natus with a massive first pick. Demon's going to get shut down. No Waylay for the rest of the game, possibly, as the ultimates are still in the back pocket for the Knights.
Yeah, they're already having the save here because they spent all their money last round. But anything can happen. Yeah, the Tour de Force up for this.
Oh, no, no Cosmic Divide.
Asua dying here as well. Revenge. Wow, Hijinks finding some kills. Frost finding some kills. Revenge. Finding the kill. Nidus. 1v3 here, but how many shots does Nidus have in his Tour de Force?
Yeah, it doesn't even, I don't even think it matters. Hijinks has the Tour de Force, but there's not really a time to use it. You do have
he has 4 shots. He has 1 for every player.
Yeah, but he's got the spike and he has to plant, so the Tour de Force will not be getting equipped very long here, especially when you're getting up close and personal. You use it to try to find the first pick, and then you've got to swap to that rifle. Otherwise, you've got no time to, no pun intended, rechamber a different weapon and get ready to shoot. And Seth, of course, to shut it down and call game for UCF. 2-0 series win. Very impressive fashion. A back and forth battle between both of these institutions. But Seth calls game. Fantastic play. Honestly, out of all 10 players today, that was a damn good series of Valorant. But UCF 13-11 and then 13-9. just had a little bit of that extra juice tonight.
Yeah, University of Central Florida is going to get revenge on University of South Florida because Baker did beat University of South Florida, which isn't the same school.
We did it for our statesmen.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so they're going to clean this match 0-2 or 2-1 or so.
Yeah, 2-0. Yeah, you had it. Yep.
0-2, 2-0, 0-2, same thing. And they're going to walk around with the victory. I did not expect that. I thought Baker was going to sweep this 2-0. But honestly, I'm surprised by this.
Yeah, I honestly, and that's it was no shade to UCF because UCF has actually had a pretty good league team. I mean, they've done very well in the Riot titles the last couple of years. I know they had a good run in CVAL, but rosters change, teams change, people change locations across the country. Baker had 3/5 of their starting roster from last semester. I was like, okay, some cohesion. I know they played well. They're only losing to the best of the best, but sometimes your best just ain't good enough. And UCF's best was 10 out of 10 in spots today. They deserve that win every single which way.